There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Horned Frogs will kick off first, and here we go. And here's the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So UCLA's offense will take the field first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He's trying to bounce back from a 4-interception game in their last loss. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Wiggins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice looking throw there, and traditionally the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game, and if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
The option, he'll keep it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Running inside. It's Moore.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll get rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play, incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Moore. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Bruins! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will now get its first chance with the football. Here's a look at the explosive D'Air Hill. And we'll see two guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
It's so much fun when you watch games like this. In college football today, it's about tempo and spreading out and air raid and throwing it. These two top 25 teams pride themselves on being physical offensively and running the ball. We've got two of the better running backs in the entire country facing off today. This thing isn't going to be necessarily the sexiest matchup. This is old school. This is handing the football off and finding out which of these two running backs can win the day and make the most plays.
Back to pass, it's Herring. Shows him the stiff arm. Man, there were some collisions in there before he was finally stopped about a yard short. It'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Throws it back. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Dragged down after working his way, and those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Reed. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Reed. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Back to pass, it's Herring. On the run, still looking. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Moore. Still on his feet at the 40. Running free. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, it's hard to play defense. There's so many options. You can see the RPO here. I got to play the pass. I got to hesitate for just a second. Give it to a fast speedster now that takes a crack and just chews up those yards and runs down the field. Defense is not a fun thing to play sometimes.
The Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Going to the run, it's Moore. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCLA! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. Looking to pass. It's Herring. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Ezukama.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Makes the catch. It's Wiggins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's out, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Now the play fake. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for room, it's Osborne. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Back to throw, it's Herring. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Reed. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Pulls it on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got it in the middle. It's Bohannon. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. Could not make his way to the corner. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Finds his man, it's Bohannon. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man, it's Herring. Fires complete on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 6 team, the Kansas State Wildcats. And it's the Wildcats on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside the historic Rose Bowl. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. Hunt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Slithers into space. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The run inside. It's Moore. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got his man out of the backfield.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On the draw, it's Osborne. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield, it's Herring. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. Paul dials it in, looking for space. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bohannon. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the Bruins in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Herring. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Horned Frogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Osborne. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw, it's Herring. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Bruins with the 1st and 10.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Laterals it back. Oh, they're after him. Back of the end zone, incomplete, and the flag. I think this is going to be offensive pass interference.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bruins. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. And now, after being stymied for this entire 2nd half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to move them on the counter. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Unloads it left. picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Keep it on the ground. And they get him down. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. On the ground, it's Osborne. Got enough for the first. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Might as well give it to him again. And he used that spin move to put him in the spin cycle and gain extra yardage. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Ezukama. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Running inside, it's Osborne. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Herring. Fires quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Delay to the back, it's Osborne. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but
He caught it! And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback will keep it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. To the air, it's Herring. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. On the ground, it's Osborne. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's good! John Top.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Easy completion on the shuffle. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's sacked. A